It's 8 weeks. Look, I'm gonna pull one from here, but look.
And I'ma lead them boys at the line of scrimmage. I am a New Orleans Saint.
Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of Fourth and Inches with Mills and Kelt. It's your boy Mills. Kelt, what is up,
What's
brother?
happening? What we doing, man? Let's get into it.
It's a good day, man. Everybody won, so nobody gets to troll nobody. Actually, somebody does get to troll somebody, and we won, so it's bullshit. But whatever. We'll get into that later. But yeah, overall, man, it was a good weekend. How you feeling this morning, man?
I'm good. I wasn't gonna stay up for that Colorado State game. I refuse.
Your boy is tired this morning.
I went back and watched the condensed game. That was a lot. That was a lot to take in.
It was an incredible scene.
It was. But that's one thing. That's to me. That's the difference between college football and NFL. It's that feel.
Facts.
It's that feel you get.
It's that game.
Yeah. It's that environment. Hey.
What's the black dude's name? The commentator.
Which one for last night?
I forget his name every time. I forget his name. He painted the picture good, man. He was like, yeah, because I think he does a little bit of NFL stuff too. But it was a good vibe, good scene, man. Whoever decided though, 10 p.m. Eastern. So what is that, 7 for them? Just don't do that again.
That's ridiculous. I think that their games need to go on at least 3. They need to play midday for us, bro, because nobody's gonna stand up and watch. Like USC, I can't tell you when the last time I watched a full USC game. I haven't watched a full USC game since Reggie Bush left.
Bro, it's too late. Like that game, we were just talking before this, so I got to say it again. But I watched the Colorado game, and I started dozing in the third quarter. I was like, all right, let me set a little reminder for me to get up, a little 20-minute reminder. I woke up. It was like 4 minutes left in the fourth. I was like, God damn, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, bro. This is bullshit. So don't do that again to us, y'all. I don't think that because Oregon, that's way over west too. So that's who they got next week.
All their games gonna be like
that. Yeah, bro. Set that shit up for like 5.
Listen, for the reefer connoisseurs like myself, I'm 3 blunts in at that point. I'm no good. I'm no good.
A lot of people stayed up though.
I tried because what it was a lot of people bet with them on the over. A lot of people, bro. I'm talking about. I blew tickets. I'm not even gonna get into how I blew tickets yesterday, but the over was like 63 or something like that, and it was like 30-something points a piece. So I was like, that's doable. I think they did cover.
Yeah.
I think they covered for the most part. But it was
what
it was.
The over under was what?
Like 60 something.
Yeah, it was 35. It was 43-35. They scored damn near.
It was like 60, 63 or something like that. But
yeah, I mean that was a crazy game, man. Crazy game.
I want to give you something that I thought about before the game. I was like, the personal shots at Prime. I don't know if people gonna realize that that's gasoline. I think it'll be smart for coaches that face him to shut their mouth and then just let him make him play on the field, because when you give him a conversation, now you playing what he want. It's like he got you what he wants you then.
Right. I agree with you and I don't agree. I think that Colorado, with all that shit talking going on, Colorado kind of seemed like they was talking like that game was won before it was even played. And they struggle with them boys. They really
nobody expected that game to be as close as it was. I'm gonna be honest.
Nobody.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Everybody thought it was going to be a blowout.
Murder.
Yeah. And that quarterback for Colorado State is decent, bro. And the Horton, the guy from, now they run a lot of drag routes. My God, drag mesh city over there in Colorado State, bro. But Horton over there for Colorado State, I think we should put a little bid into him, bro. Get the battles in. Let's go ahead and get on that Florida State boosters. I like him over there. Shador had a great game as well. Again, 38 for 47,
Sorry.
348
But
yards, 4 touchdowns.
hold on. But see, this is the thing right here, right? I'm looking at the stat sheet. Colorado State had 3 receivers over 100. Horton, Lewis Brown, and I don't want to.
The tight end, bro, that tight end was
Yeah,
balling for Colorado
I'm
State.
looking and I'm like, this was a tough game. The tight end for Colorado was nice too. I'm gonna just throw that out there. He's pretty decent.
Oh, both tight ends on both teams were good. Yeah.
And that's why I've been telling people that the tight end position is becoming like a bigger role than people are expecting it to be. Because when you get to the NFL, look at Travis Kelce.
Yeah. The hybrid tight end is a whole new.
Yeah, that's a thing.
It's a whole new thing. Yeah, man.
That's a thing.
So what? That was a great game. We didn't pick that game to talk about because we didn't think it was going to be worth the shit. We thought it was going to be a blowout. But all the shit talk, and then before the game, you see before the game, they was out there. They were talking shit. Travis, that's cold.
I love my boy. I love it.
But like I said on Friday's episode, man, I said that what are they doing, Kelt? They're putting a big old target on him. What happened to Travis Hunter in the game?
He got popped.
Yeah, that was personal. I don't care what nobody says. That was personal.
The way that he walked away and he stared at that was cold.
That was personal.
I guarantee you that's going on his highlight tape. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, I actually seen something about that on Twitter about his go look at his Instagram. Pretty sure that boy's going to deactivate. Because a lot of people talking shit about, it's a white dude too, and his name's he's got the most racist white name, like Henry Blackburn or some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's got a crazy name to be the one that took out Travis Hunter. My thing was that Travis Hunter come back into the game after that hit for a series or so, and then ended up leaving to go to the hospital. And prayers up to Travis. I hope he is okay because I don't want to see. Like I said, I don't cheer on no injuries. I don't like that. We had our own this week that I got really worried about that we're going to talk about later. But hopefully Travis is cool and hopefully he'll be back for Oregon next week because they're going to need him.
I told you, bro. I'm telling you, one or two things probably happened. Somebody probably said, the trainer could have said, hey, you took a hit, man. You sure you all right? Like you feel funny?
Yeah.
If you feel any type of way, let's get you looked at. Let's just be safe.
Yeah.
That's the bit. People are falling over dying, bro. And we don't never really know what happened till you cut them open.
Yeah, and he got hit in the chest /
That's what I'm saying.
Core.
Yeah, so that could have been a whole nother thing. Personally, I don't think he should have got back in. I think with the way that football is being played now, guys are faster, stronger, quicker. I think that a lot of these athletes are putting their body on the line and they taking a lot of vicious hits. I think that the equipment is better, but I don't think that the anatomy has changed. I think that our anatomy has still been the same. If you hit somebody in the stomach, 9 to my 10 gonna knock the air out of them.
Yeah, that's what it was at first. I'm pretty sure is that when he was rolling around. I've been there. I know you've gotten hit in your shit, and when you lose the air out of your body, bro, that is a shit feeling. I think you're dying.
Bro,
and
it's
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the getting the air knocked out of you and a cramp is about that's two things that's slept on as far as not injuries is going to keep you out of the game. Those two things happen, bro. They suck.
So I'm gonna give you one. If you pull your groin.
Yeah, I never had that happen.
Bam. And then
I broke my tailbone one time though. That sucked. That little pad that they give you back there in the back. I said I don't need that shit.
Without there, bro.
Hey, bro, quick. That bitch is useful. It hurt, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit lingered for so long, too.
Bro, I can imagine. You gotta sit down, man.
Yeah, every time, bro. Every time you sit down.
The groin, it's like this inside tendon muscle, whatever the fuck it is, right? So the crazy thing is the way you have to stretch is like you sit on the ground and it's like you humping the ground. That's how you have to stretch it out. So motherfuckers looking at me before the game like, y'all weird. Like I'm like, no, it's my groin. It's my groin.
Yeah.
But
I actually read that spleen might have been a thing. Like his spleen might have been hurt. I don't know. I'm speculating, bro.
If he ruptured his spleen, he has to have surgery.
Yeah, I'm not. I am absolutely speculating. I do not know what the injury is, but that is what I read on Twitter.
Was it a home game for them?
Colorado?
Yes. It was.
Yeah,
so
that was in Boulder.
The altitude had something to do with it. You know, Ryan.
Hey man, that altitude's got to be something serious because it's like the first drive, and you see them boy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And see, I remember Ryan Clark couldn't play in Denver because of something with him eternally.
Oh
Yeah,
really?
Ryan Clark had to sit out a game up there in Denver once. I don't know what it was.
Damn.
Yeah, but that altitude. A couple people had to. I think Antrell Rowe had to sit out a game up there before too.
Yeah. On our picks, Kelp, you won. You went 4-1. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
You went 4-1. I went 3-2. I went with my heart on
Yeah, you
one.
did.
I went Georgia, but hey,
It was
that
yeah,
first half, what was you
yeah, yeah,
thinking?
yeah, 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 yeah. That's why I
I
sent you the
wasn't gonna
eyes.
jinx
That's why I
it.
sent you the eyes. I was like, I was like, shit.
I told you, bro. I felt something. It ended up being gas. It ended up being gas,
You wanna
like we
you
thought.
wanna get into that game, bro? It was.
Yeah. That's
I'm gonna say this. Spencer Rattler played good.
first half. He played great.
I'm
First
I'm
half
gonna
he
say
played great. Second half they couldn't move the ball. Georgia tightened up. I
what I
mean,
told you about that receiver at South Carolina.
we're good. Leggett. That's another one I wouldn't mind going to get.
Nasty. He's nasty. He gets vertical.
Isn't that his name?
He plays
Leggett.
some.
I pulled up the team stats like an idiot. I got box score right here
He
too, though.
fucking shredding shit. He been on a tear.
Yeah, Leggett. He had 7 for 71. Their leading receiver was this dude's name is Omega.
That's
Omega Blake, 5 catches for 86
that's a
yards.
cold name. I can't see that's cold. I like that.
Yeah.
That's cold.
There is a running back for Georgia named Cash Jones. I like that name a lot too.
Dollar bill.
He scored a touchdown yesterday.
Yes, sir. Hey, I noticed something. It doesn't seem like Georgia cares who their quarterback is or how they play, because it's like they're a game manager. Beck didn't have a scoring touchdown yesterday.
And it's real mid numbers.
It's yeah, it was 27 out of 35 for 69 yards. I mean 269.
269. Yeah.
I mean it was okay, but I'm looking at it. I'm just like I'm sure Georgia's gonna come on because bro, they got running backs for days. Dijon Edwards was their top rusher yesterday with 118 on 20 rushes and a score.
Yeah, that boy's pretty good.
He's nice. I can't even.
Kendall Milton got banged up in that game. I'm pretty sure I read. He's really talented too. He was a 5-star running back out of high school. He's a very talented guy. But yeah, as long as their running backs do their thing, and they're going to try to feed Brock,
The general,
the tight end.
looks nice. I ain't
Yeah, bro. But they shut him out in the second half, bro. That's kind of what
I mean, come on, bro.
they only won by 10.
I'm looking right. Something that I noticed that I don't think people paid attention to. Georgia and South Carolina both went 5 of 13 on third down.
No hot take from Coach Kelp.
Just throwing that out there right there.
Yeah.
That might be.
The first half, bro, I thought I had something. I was like, Jada said, "How did you know?" Of course, the game is 4 quarters, but Jada was looking at me at halftime, telling me, "How did you know that this was going to happen?" I was like, "I just had a feeling, man." I like, as long as Spencer Rattler can be good, man. Spencer Rattler can be good when he's on, but then he'll do some dumb shit, So that's kind of what happened. He threw 2 picks. One of them was a terrible read. I mean, that's just. And also, this is another thing. Spencer Rattler can't be your passer and your leading rusher. You're not gonna win many games when that happens. You got to establish the run, especially against a Georgia front seven. You're not going to usually win the game, but that score is something to keep an eye on. That's got Florida licking their chops. That's got, I would say, Tennessee, but we found out about them. I don't think they are who they said they were, or who we thought they were. But that's got a lot of the SEC licking their chops because
Yeah. They think they got a shot.
I don't think this is the same Georgia team that from last. I know it. Wait, I know it's not the same Georgia team from last year, but I think they can still win a lot of games. I mean, their schedule ain't shit.
I mean, personally, I think that the depth is what's gonna get them over because them boys deep, man.
And depth and defense.
Deep, defensively, they will smother you. You can't really do they might let you get away with something in the first half, but that second half adjustment is a motherfucker. I'm serious.
And that's the thing, bro. Yeah. That's what separates good teams from great teams is
that adjustment.
Yeah, adjustments at the half. Kirby Smart is that dude.
Always. Some of the best teams know how to adjust to every game and every situation. They almost take it quarter by quarter instead of game by game.
Yes.
So
killed them on total yards.
Absolutely.
Time of possession, they pretty much dominated the second half for sure. The first half kind of leaned South Carolina. They just tightened that shit up, bro. They didn't let them score the whole second half. So
Penalties,
they won by 10.
penalties and turnovers were South Carolina's issue as well because they had 2
Mm-hmm.
turnovers, and then on top of that, you had 11 penalties with 73 yards. Here's the thing. Here's my thing, and I mean this. To be competitive, you can't commit double-digit penalties. You could barely do over 5, especially pass
Right.
interferences. PIs are 15 yards out the gate.
Right.
Out the gate. If it saves a touchdown, cool, cool.
Right.
But if you can bypass it because it's a problem. I'm telling you,
Yeah, you're
it, it
100% right. You ain't gonna beat teams like Georgia,
nah
you
nah
know, with that many
nah nah
penalties.
nah nah. You're not gonna beat nobody with too many penalties nowadays.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. No, well, it saved us yesterday.
Whoo! I want to get to y'all.
Let's get into this Washington and Michigan State game, shall we?
My boy Michael Penix. First of all,
Give him the Heisman now,
first of
bro.
all, can we say impressive? 700,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
700
Go
yards
ahead,
of
do your thing.
fucking total offense, 713 yards, bro.
Yeah.
Are we fucking serious? This is not college.
Yeah, I
Bro,
see.
they haven't made a new college football game yet. That's what the fuck we saw. That's what we. Bro, listen to these receiving stats. You got my boy Rome, 8, 180. Jalen Pope, 5 for 118 in the touchdown. Jalen McMillan, 4 for 96. Jake Westover, 4 receptions, 37 yards, but the boy had 3 tutties.
Yeah, bro.
I don't wanna get ahead of myself, but you remember I was telling you that some teams might put themselves or they'll put their players on the platform where they can achieve these awards. I think now what's
Mm-hmm.
happening is Washington is all in on Penix
Yeah.
because
Well, I mean, they should. I mean, this dude is a talent.
looking at it,
He's putting up numbers, man. I just think with their schedule, they gotta only have one loss, and I don't even know. I mean, even still, bro. God dang, this kid's averaging like 400 yards a game.
I don't see how you not consider him.
He's at the top of my list.
I got him and Caleb neck and neck. I got him and Caleb.
He's killing Caleb,
Yeah,
though,
he's
bro.
killing Caleb statistically, but I know Caleb gonna have a chance in a minute to put himself up there.
Yes, with the big
Yes,
wins.
that's
Yes.
the thing. The big wins. Colorado, does Washington play Colorado this year?
I looked that up.
If he
real quick, though.
does, he could. Ooh, shit. Penix gonna tear their ass up. I ain't gonna lie. That's gonna be ridiculous. I hope not,
Not the Commanders.
cause boy,
Yeah, that boy is real, man. I didn't
out
get
of
to see it because
Indiana,
it's
bro.
stupid.
He's out of Indiana, fam.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
They do not play Colorado, but they do have. Washington has Cal, Arizona. Then they have Oregon. They have USC. Ooh, we get to see Penix versus Williams,
That's what
bro.
I'm saying. That's gonna be it. And I'm telling you,
They got Utah, Oregon State that's ranked. You know, Washington State. That's a good ball. That's a good. Actually, I take that back. They got a decent schedule. My bad, Washington. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking
Penix is
about.
gonna get an opportunity to put himself on a grand stand. He's gonna put himself up there offensively, bro. Even this is one of the first times I've seen where a team had over 100 yards and penalties and still blew the team out. That's how awful Michigan State is right
Blew them out.
now. And
41-7.
we know we discussed the situation with that they got going on. So
Mel wasn't going to save them boys, though.
yeah, I think that this was gonna happen. I think that they probably would have been closer if Mel would have been the coach because I feel like he probably would have been able to, get the guys together a little bit. But this was gonna happen.
They got fucked up.
This was the worst. 28 first downs.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though.
Yeah,
here's
man.
The thing. They went 3 of 10 on third down. Michigan State actually was better at 6 and 16.
Yeah, I mean they killed them at the half. Yeah, at the half, what was it? It was 35
Yeah, it
nothing
was
at the
35.
half.
I had them on my ticket, man. They were supposed to cover 56. One more.
Yeah, we both picked them, but I didn't know it was going to be. I don't remember what my score was.
No, I had a big
I think it was. I know it was 2 possessions, but I didn't know it was. I mean, that's a beat down.
one. Guess what mine was?
What?
42-17.
Yeah, you was close.
I was fucking close. I called it.
Damn.
Called it, damn it. That's what made me put it on my ticket.
We got the LSU Tigers and Mississippi State. That was a shellacking,
My
wasn't it?
boy.
Yeah, the Malik Neighbors went the fuck off
Jaden went off.
in that game.
Jaden went off, sir.
They both
Jaden
went off, but 13
gonna lie,
receptions for 239 yards and 2 touchdowns is crazy, bro.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
Feasting.
I ain't gonna lie. Dude was open. Dude was a fucking liquor store. He was open.
Yeah, he was
open, bro.
Jaden Daniels also was very efficient in 30 for 34. 361 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was very efficient. I mean, they just beat the crap out of those
64 on the
guys.
ground with 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Jaden,
Jaden went
that's
off.
what I'm saying. I tell people when he's on, he's on. He's just so hit and miss. He's so fucking hit and miss.
He definitely had the better week out of, our debate that we've been having. He definitely outperformed Jordan Travis this week for sure. He outperformed a lot of people. I mean, 361, then ran for 64 and 2 touchdowns. He had 4 touchdowns combined, rushing and
he had
and throwing.
400 yards total offense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was a great game. They beat the shit out of those guys. I mean,
what confused me was, Will Rogers struggled, bro. 11 to 28, 103 yards, and then he didn't have a touchdown. Mike Wright came in and threw a touchdown.
Right. They beat the shit out of those guys, man.
They rolled, bro. Offensively,
I'm glad Neighbors. I'm glad they did this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You dodged one.
Because I don't know. We're gonna get to our game, but also we was a different team when we played those guys compared to what we seen this weekend. But Neighbors was out shifting, bro. I mean, he was maneuvering through the routes. Yeah, he was cooking, bro. He definitely was.
Heavy risk activity this weekend. It was it was a whole lot of jiggling going on, man.
530 total yards and compared to 201. Yeah, they beat the shit out of them guys, man.
As a head coach, what do you tell your people? I mean, bro.
Nice try.
Them they went 3 of 13 on third down, and you know how I feel about third down. Third down is the money down. As a defense get off the field, as an offense convert. And my thing is, when I see 3 of 13, you was on third down quite a bit. You just didn't fucking convert. But you went 2 or 3 on fourth down.
Them boys had 26 first downs though, man. To 10. That's just a beating.
10, bro. When I saw 10 first downs, I was like,
yeah, they didn't move the ball. Yeah, Will Rogers is a pretty good quarterback. At least I thought. He only threw for like 103 yards. I heard before the game though that they because Mike Leach was there, R.I.P. the Pirate, but they used to throw the ball like every time, and I was told that they have a good running game now with their new coach, but 8 carries for 75 yards. I didn't really see it.
Yeah,
whatever.
Non-existent.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's get into these lizards, man. The lizards are really hype about this episode that we're gonna do today.
What's your boy?
I'm gonna keep him nameless right now. I like him being nameless.
Well, shout out to you, but I'm gonna say this: add us collectively.
Add us though. If we on your mind, man, shout us out.
It's nothing. It's nothing to work something out with Millhouse. We get you on here.
We can get you on, yeah, facts.
Because the thing is, I still got questions for you.
Yeah.
I mean,
me too.
I mean, this makes your grand total wins what, 5?
Well, first off, I want to congratulate them because this is their first Division I football win of the season. I don't got them getting many more though. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna say this. Good win at the crib.
It's a good win. It is a good
win.
You
won at your little pond down there. You won at the pond. I can't be mad at you. You beat the number 11, yeah. Graham Mertz, Mr. Mid.
Mr. Mid. I was wondering if he was going to get to him because
Dink.
at the end of the day, if you got to depend on him, I don't think you're winning the game. We've already seen it. You know what I'm saying? So what did they do? What did they do, Kelp? What did they do to get this
They
win?
went to ETN, and he got the fuck off.
As they should.
23 for 172 and a tutty. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You're not.
Tennessee couldn't be consistent. They as an offense, they had more total yards. They outgained them.
Yeah.
They had more third downs. I mean, they converted more on third down. I'm just not understanding. On fourth, neither one could convert on fourth. It looks like they had a costly turnover as well. That turnover was horrible.
The pick?
Yeah, man.
It looked like a punt, bro. That fat fuck hit him.
Got hit, and he threw the ball in there. I was just like,
yeah, that big monster of a man.
Oh, Mr. 400?
Mr. Four Bills. Yeah, he hit him as he was throwing the ball.
Dude,
that is a big dude. Your notes are exactly as mine read. For Florida, we've said this. It's for Florida to be, somewhat in ball games, they're going to need to run the ball. ETN and Johnson. I think Johnson had a stinger. He sat out for a little while. But ETN went the fuck off, man. That kid is really special. I mean, this is me being real right here. ETN is a good quality.
Like him.
I think he could be the best.
I like him.
I think he could be the best. I mean, honestly, Kelt, is there a better running back in college football when he's on like that? I'd have to sit and think. But
like if you make me think, then I'm gonna have to go and look at certain stuff. But right now, on a short list, he's the guy. Montreal did get a screen.
He's the dude.
I think the one touchdown that Mr. Mid had was to Montreal on the screen. He got a score.
On a screen, yeah. Wide open. Good. That was a good dialed up play.
A couple people missed now in space now. I give Montreal that.
That run though by ETN, the long run, one of their first, bro, the burst that kid has is insane. I think that safety hit him kind of in the shoulder, but kind of behind him as well, and it's like he turned the jets on, man. ETN is special. You won't hear me say nothing else other than that.
I'm not gonna diss the kid because I love the way he play. He reminds me of his brother.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing we're gonna do is we're gonna give guys their props, regardless of what helmet that you got on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that he's so dynamic that he can affect the pass and running game. It just depends on what you need him to do. He's one of those guys that when you give him the ball in space, in the right system, he's a fucking problem.
You just got to get him the ball.
That's the thing. You got to get him the ball and you got to block for him. Now, I don't like the Gators O-line. I don't. And what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give them their props, but if you gotta come, every game not gonna be in the swamp. First off,
right.
So I felt like that played a lot into it.
Oh yeah, swamp is one of the craziest places to play, especially at night, man.
Crazy stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on your quarterback, though, it's not gonna work.
Oh, bottle ETN up, them boys trash.
I think if you load 8 in the box and you
make him throw,
you make Mertz throw down the field of parasol. I like us to clamp that shit. I like
right. That's what I'm saying.
My DB.
I like it. I like us too, bro.
My DB room to not only clamp that shit. I like for it to be a fucking hit fest. I'm talking about kill shots. I know for a fact somebody getting slammed. It's just not gonna happen like that. And
they're definitely gonna be running the ball. Like I said, this is their first D1 win, so props to y'all. But against Utah, they ran the ball. What was it, like 10 times between both the running backs, bro? So that's
got nothing.
You got to be able to run the ball, man. You can't if you're gonna rely on Mertz or whatever the hell y'all calling that bum, you ain't gonna win the game.
They call him what?
Murder Mertz. I don't know if that's like official nickname, but I have seen a few of them lizards call him that. One specifically. But, shout out to all the big 3 teams, man, in Florida. Of course, Florida State.
No. Murder.
What, man? You just stuck on that.
Brother Mertz,
You stuck on
bro,
that. Yeah.
he hands the ball off better than anybody else we've ever seen. That's his best quality is to hand the fucking.
What was the quarterback for Booby Miles? He's him.
Nah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Friday Night
Hey,
Lights.
hold on. Hey, I kind of liked him at the end of the movie though. I liked him at the end of,
Oh yeah, he turned into a
cause yeah,
dog.
cause
Yeah,
yeah, cause
he had
when
to.
Booby went down, he had no choice
Hmm.
but what was Booby backup name? What
I don't know.
tadpole?
He's over there coloring
What
his.
tadpole? So what he called him?
See, yeah, he called him something like that.
Yeah,
Tadpole.
he was like, man,
The something bug.
water bug. He called him
Water bug. Yeah,
water bug came on late. Damn, you know
yeah. Oh, he was toting that bitch at the end of the
that's
movie, bro.
my favorite sports movie. Friday Night Lights.
I got a couple. That one, Remember the Titans is always
That's
a
my
good one
number
for
two.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, Waterboy's
Fucking Rudy sucks.
Waterboy's my number three.
I like Waterboy. Yeah.
Waterboy's the shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my top three right there. You know, but I look at it and I'm like, I give them. I'm happy that they won because we was kicking their ass. We was talking shit to them.
Oh yeah.
They was on suicide watch.
Yeah. They're beating on their chest this morning.
I think that they had the most impressive win out of the big three. I give them that
Yeah.
for sure,
For sure.
for sure.
100%.
But
I think Tennessee's not done losing though. I think Tennessee. Listen. I picked Tennessee. I picked Tennessee to win this game. But I'm willing to bet you now that Tennessee loses a few more games, bro.
I regret making that Alabama bet with you.
Bet you do. Yeah, I was gonna talk about them
I'm
because
pissed. I
that was a rainy game.
I
So,
still,
but still, it's Bama.
but no, like my thing is, bro, we've never seen Nick Saban struggle like this.
Never. They caught a video of this guy walking into the locker room, and he looked distraught. He almost looked confused. Like he's like, What is this?" I seen Bama Barstool football on Twitter was like, he said, "So we're really bad at football. That's what we're doing. We're bad at football now because that's all they got, bro."
Listen, I seen, the part of Waterboy who was like, oh no, we suck again.
Bro, did you know? Did you know that in the state
Uh-huh.
of Alabama,
Yes.
the state of Alabama, 1/3 of its revenue is ran through Tuscaloosa, through the College of Tuscaloosa.
Wow.
Don't let them boys fall off, man. It's crazy, isn't it? Like,
And Kirby been beating their ass the last couple years. Like,
I truly think that
fuck.
you're better off with Milrow.
I said that too.
Um,
The oth-
I
the
don't.
other guy,
Now that game was shitty, and that game was shitty in the rain, bro. But Milrow gives you your best chance of winning. He's not a world beater by no means, but that other dude, and I don't have his name. I'm sorry, everybody, but it was a white guy. He was not very good at slinging the ball around. Give me Milrow and just take your lumps, bro. You know what I'm saying though? Like,
yeah.
to me, you're better off with Milrow in the game.
Yeah, I mean, personally, like when I look at the game, I'm like, first of all, it's USL. Like, what are we doing here? They struggle with FanDuel. His name
All
is
right. At the end of the day, that's what I'm saying.
which one was it? I'm looking at the Alabama pass. I don't think Milroy even got in.
They had two guys play.
I see Ty Simpson and then Tyler Buckner.
Buckner is the one who started.
Buckner went 5 of 14 for 34 yards.
Yikes.
Alabama as a team passed for 107 yards. Yo, fam.
coming off Bryce Young,
yo,
bro.
fam. I don't know if anybody's paying attention to that, but that's terrible.
That's shit. Listen, bro. Bryce Young, Mac Jones,
Tua,
Tua,
Jalen Hurts,
and James, bro. You go from all that
to this.
to nothing in your pocket.
They didn't.
Listen, I'm not one of those guys that hate Bama. Holy shit, though. You know what I mean? Like, what are y'all gonna do?
I see why they went after TVD. I see why they went after my boy now.
Did they?
Yeah, they did in all season.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a low key story. I'm glad it didn't gain any traction. But yeah.
I read something. I didn't know it was Alabama, but I remember hearing something about if it wasn't for that coordinator that y'all got, and I forget his name every time, but if it
Dr.
wasn't for him
Shannon
coming, that
Dawson. He would have
Shannon Dawson, thank you. And if it wasn't for him, that TVD was
Yeah.
gone, and then they hired Shannon, and he was like, "Okay, I'll stay. This is more my
Yep.
speed."
It was Red. It was
Yeah.
Red. Red left, and he wanted to. Everybody was like, you know, it was in the wind. A couple things was like he might go to SMU and link up with Red, and I'm like, shit, that would have been crazy. I'm like,
He's gonna throw for 5,000
bro, I'm
yards.
like, if he goes over there to Alabama, you know, he could easily. That kind of helps them at quarterback. They'll be able to throw the ball around because they'll have a line in front of them. They have a good defense. I'm like, that helps them.
Mhm.
I'm like, we just got to get better, and I think he just trusted the system with Shannon when he came in. Because if you look at it,
That's exactly what I heard.
bro, like Shannon's offense resembles Red's, but Red's offense was so explosive because he'll put the fastest guy on the field and have him do a Texas route, and everybody else running fades. So he one on one
Mhm.
with a linebacker. 9 times out of 10, he gonna make a miss, and he's running full speed. How many yards do you think he gonna
Mhm.
get
30, 40.
every time?
Yeah.
You know who was a monster at creating space? You remember DeAnthony Thomas?
Mhm. He used to wear. He. That's what I'm saying. Everybody keeps talking about Shador. You know what I'm saying? DeAnthony is the one who did that. You know what I'm saying? DeAnthony used to play with a rollie on.
What's the
You know?
Mustang?
Shout out to Black Mamba.
Mustang.
And the Black Mamba,
Yeah,
that they call him?
Black Mamba. Yeah,
Yeah.
craziest.
Shout out
I think
DeAnthony.
he had the craziest stat line other than Randy Moss versus the Cowboys in like 99 or 2000 when he had like 2 or 3 receptions, 275, 2 touchdowns, some shit like that. But
Yeah, shit crazy.
Anthony Thomas had like 2 touches for 175.
Yeah. Rushing
I
that
was
bitch.
like, what the fuck is that, bro? Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, DeAnthony was cold, bro. DeAnthony, that's back when NCAA football was still on, and I remember I got the Oregon job, and we used to have like a 12-man, what was it called, Dynasty or something, whatever it was,
randomized team, yeah.
and we used to start with 1-star coordinators and our 1-star coaches, so like you'd build your way up to a better school, and I ended up with Oregon job. Actually, I had the Oklahoma job because Bob Stoops retired, and I ended up with Oklahoma and a loaded Oklahoma team.
Okay.
Like the only reason I got it because the dude retired,
Right.
Bob Stoops.
Right.
So then I think I won one with Oklahoma, or it was real close or something. And then Oregon job come available, and I took the Oregon job, and I didn't have DeAnthony because it was like way down the road, or maybe I did. Fuck it, I don't remember. But the only reason I took the job, Kelp, you know why? So I can wear a different uniform every game.
The gear. See,
the gear was insane, bro.
And I come with my little brother.
The combination. I mean, the guy owns Nike.
Bro, listen. You know what was? This is when Oregon started getting crazy. When the Jordan started coming out with the Oregon edition, and I was like when I saw
Phil Knight, isn't that his name?
I saw those, I think so. When I saw those fives, I was like, with the Oregon head on the back, I'm like, fuck. I'm a Hurricane. I can't get them.
Same thing with Michigan. Michigan got something at their stadium, or I think they do, where like when you somewhere in there, every one of them 1 through 20 or whatever the fuck it is, bro. It's like, god damn.
12s they got so cold. Those 12s, those 5s, the 11s.
Yeah, shout out to all my Michigan boys that listen. I got some Michigan folks that listen too, man. Shout out my boys.
My boys in the D over there in Flint. I know some people up there.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But, all right, man. You ready to talk about the big dogs in the state?
There you go. You just setting yourself up, bro. Go ahead, big dog. Go ahead.
I'm ready to talk. I'm ready for it, man. As we all know, we watched Florida State Seminoles take out the mighty Eagles of Boston yesterday at noon.
Here you go, gassing this shit. Come on. Keep it real. No. I don't want it like that. Yeah, no.
What you mean?
He said the mighty Eagles. Come on, bro. Stop it.
I honestly think, all right, so we won 31-29 in a fucking close one, man. I'm to be honest with you. If you listen to that Friday episode, I quote, Thomas Castellanos, I'm not fearing that shit. That boy is good. That boy is
What's
good.
your answer?
Now, I don't know if he's that good or maybe we just sucked. But I'm telling you, that boy's good. I think he's good, Kel. I think he's good. But I do honestly think that as we overlooked him. You know, everybody knows who Florida State got this weekend. It's Clemson. Hate week starting now. We got Clemson at Clemson. Hopefully, we don't play like this. But I honestly feel like a couple takeaways from that game. Okay,
Go ahead.
first of all, I think this game needed to happen. I think the Boston College game needed to happen to us to go ahead and just let you know that, hey, you can fucking lose real easy, buddy. You can lose. That should, in a perfect world, get everybody back to ground, back to, earth, and be like, okay. Because I don't honestly care. Everybody's like, oh, you might drop in the polls. I don't give a fuck. Just win. You know what I'm saying? Just win. Don't care what else happens. Just win the game. So if we fall to 4 or 5, the thing I will say though is I put this on Facebook. Everybody that listens probably already seen me say this, is that, good teams will struggle sometimes with a lesser opponent, especially if you're overlooking them. We were 28-point favorite. We just talked about Bama struggling with USF. Texas was struggling with Wyoming after beating Bama. Georgia was in a close one with South Carolina. It happens. Years previous, I believe Florida State would have found a way to lose this game.
Okay.
One of the things I will point out that helped us a lot was they had a lot of goddamn penalties on them.
They did.
Especially that last something one. Like a record.
What it was a school record, 18 for 131 in penalties.
Damn near a college record, not just their school.
Looking like, bro,
that last one was a face mask though, was it not?
15-yard face mask at the end of the game.
Definitely blessed us. Appreciate that, boys. We will send a.
Yeah, y'all owe him something.
We'll send you a cake with 18 candles on it. For every penalty you threw. Castellanos fucking balled, bro. He had 305 yards. He outperformed Jordan Travis. Jordan Travis was efficient, but he was 15 for 24. He had a higher QBR, I guess I'll say, not more efficient. 212 yards, 2 touchdowns. Really midday for Jordan Travis. Running the ball. What's up with Trey Benson, man? What's going on?
Well, you got tape on you. You gotta get better.
But he don't even.
You gotta get
fuck
better.
The tape, bro. He don't even look like he's explosive.
You gotta get better though. That's the thing. I keep telling people. You gotta get better. That's the thing. That's the name.
Fuck being better. I 100% agree, but I don't even think he's the same. I don't even think he's the same as. I think he's. Give the ball to Rodney Hill, boys. That's what I say.
Because he ain't cutting it. I
shout out to Johnny Wilson though, not dropping nothing. He had a great bounce back game. 4 receptions for 105 yards. What?
Why didn't Keon have a reception?
Because they doubled him all game. We got him one time in the end zone where he threw it and he just didn't make the play.
So, question.
Mm-hmm.
Would you trust Johnny Wilson not to drop balls next week versus Clemson?
I don't never want to be putting that. Says don't ever drop my goddamn football, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't drop it. You can't listen. If we play like this against Clemson, we will fucking lose. You can't play like that ever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I need you.
You want to win the national championship? You want to be back? You want to be in these playoffs? You can't play like that many more times.
You better not.
We play in my opinion, could be wrong. We played down to our opponent. I think we overlooked them. But we won, so fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got out of there with a dub, thank God.
Exactly. And see, I got Johnny Wilson being the player of y'all game offensively, other than
me too. Yes.
Than Jaheim Bell, 5 for 76.
Yeah, Jaheim damn near got a touchdown for every catch he got. It's crazy. He's got like 5 catches for 3 touchdowns on the year.
Yeah. He got 2 on rushing or something. 1 on rushing.
He got 1 rushing. I know he's got 1. I'm not sure about.
Yeah, y'all went 1 of 9 on 3rd down.
Oh, bro, it was a shit.
Yeah,
it was a shit game, bro.
That's why I was looking. I'm like, see, and that's why I told you a while back. Stay humble.
Yeah.
There ain't no shot at you. It's just, I felt like right now, y'all ready to go, but you still got to go through the test. You still got to go through the walk. You just
Mhm.
can't.
Oh
Ain't no
yeah,
shortcut to the championship.
you gotta play one game at a time. That's what
Absolutely,
I've been saying, man.
absolutely.
I thought we was on that
No,
shit, but I mean, I could be
I
wrong. We could have just had an off day. It does
I
happen.
tell people this right here sometimes, right? Y'all players can y'all got the ability to be in a college town and can zone in and cut a lot of distractions out. It ain't that many distractions in Tallahassee. Imagine being in Miami, feeling yourself this, that, and the third,
Hmm.
and but you gotta have tunnel vision and everybody patting you on the back. And at one point in time, we was bigger than the Dolphins.
Yeah,
So you gotta
it's a
you gotta
fact.
think about that shit. Like that's why with me, I tell people like we wasn't supposed to be here. Like I'm the guest that you didn't expect really to be here, and it's gonna find out I'm alright. I'm gonna just keep on progressing. And I like that Mario got them boys on this whole little revenge tour vibes type of thing going on. Where, hey, listen,
Hmm.
stay focused. We're gonna treat every game every week. And I think we had some guys hurt, man. I need these guys to come back. Um,
Yeah, that's another thing that now I'm not making
I
excuses because we just played
did y'all
shitty.
have two offensive linemen out like starters?
Two offensive linemen, Akeem Dent's out, and also, I've already watched not the whole thing, but a good. This is not the 30-minute condensed version, but I watched like a good 15-minute
Yeah.
one. And Mike Norvell called a shit game, bro. Mike Norvell didn't call a good game in my opinion. He for one, I noticed a couple things just right off the bat with him. We called the same play twice a few times. Like, I mean, like a toss, went right back to it next play. Same play. Same play. Same fucking play. They kicked an onside kick, bro.
And they
All right.
made it. And they got
Now,
it. You muffed it.
and they got it. Now it ain't this isn't the reason why they made it, but it's something I noticed. We had on our hands team Tate Rodemaker in. Everybody, Tate Rodemaker is our second string quarterback. Why the fuck is he in our hands team? I mean, is there something that I don't know about? Is he some type of excellent hands receiver that I don't know? I don't think so. So I don't know. One thing I want to say though, almost forgot to talk about this. I just said it. I'm gonna say it one more time because I know everyone's like, "Oh, Mills, you're getting humbled," and I mean that humbled me a little bit. Like I said, I think that game needed to happen. Um, like I said though, these types of games happen to great teams. For instance, the 0-1 Hurricanes. Do you know about the Boston College game of the 0-1 Hurricanes?
Yes, I do.
What happened at the end of that game? Ed Reed had to say, well, actually, Ed Reed didn't get the ball. It was another guy, but Ed Reed stole it.
It
Boston
was
College driving to win the game,
it was
Kelp.
a must win situation, and one of our
Mm-hmm.
greats stood up like he had to. The
Mm-hmm.
defensive lineman what got an interception or some type of I think it was interception for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And while he was going down, Ed comes up,
Stole it.
and this is why I say Ed runs like a drunk man.
That play right
When you
there.
watch him run, he looked like he going to the left, but then when he cut right, nobody touches him, and then he kind of just snaked his way to the end zone.
To the end zone, 100 fucking yards or whatever it was. And so what I'm saying is these games happen. Like we can agree that the 0-1 Hurricanes is one of the greatest teams ever assembled,
The
right?
greatest.
So, um, you know, we never talked about that, but
Next episode we get into that. I like that. I like this because if you say
um,
2019,
I don't know, but we could go all fucking day
if
about
you
that.
say 2019, anything.
19.
I thought you was gonna say that LSU team with Joe Burrow. I was gonna say
They're up
they
there.
up there.
I was gonna talk. I was gonna keep it in the big three though. I was gonna say 13 Knowles, 0-1 Hurricanes. And listen, because 0-1 Hurricanes were nice, but this is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, these types of games happen
Oh,
that
of
we
course,
had
yeah.
yesterday. They do. I don't give a fuck. They do. Um,
They're
am I saying we're national championship ready? After that, it's kind of hard to say that. It's kind of hard to say that after what I watched yesterday. So if we clean shit up, which I'm hoping happens, yes, we're gonna see, man. I mean, I'd hope going into Clemson, we're gonna have some shit ready for them boys. So, we're gonna see. I'm not panicking, is what I'm saying.
of course, but I do think that y'all should have some concerns defensively.
Oh, the corners were fucking pissing me off
I
yesterday, dude.
told you.
3rd and 15, 3rd and 20, and they are
I
converting.
told you, bro. I told you.
The
This is
fuck?
what I said, and I wasn't trying to be funny. I was just keeping it real. Even with Denny, and I don't think he would have helped.
Well, I tell you what doesn't help is Kevin Knowles at safety. Fuck him. Take both number 3s are playing like shit for Florida State. Trey Benson's been playing like shit, and Kevin Knowles is definitely not a safety. He's not. Take him out of the fucking game. Put that freshman in that I keep hearing
Hussey,
about.
Hussey. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was waiting. I thought y'all was gonna start him.
Kevin Knowles fucking it is not it. I like Kevin Knowles as my slot corner, but I do not and not even as a starter though. I like Kevin coming in as like a backup, but I like my boy Greedy in the slot. But
Hey, Greedy
um
had a good game. Greedy had a good
I like Greedy, man. But like
game.
my safety is my last defense, and we play a lot. Apparently now we play a lot of
Yeah,
man. I mean, we play the fuck out some
yeah. But
man.
see, this is my thing, bro. I told you a while back. I said if anybody's gonna come at y'all, they're gonna attack your secondary. And what we
Well,
saw with a dude, Castellanos, I ain't even gonna hold you. He was carving y'all up, man. Like
Carvin.
I saw, like their receivers didn't like go big, but he got guys. He got like at least four or five guys that went over 50 yards. So I think
Mhm.
it's four guys. Four guys went over 50 yards receiving.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like I think, I could sit here and make excuses. I'm not making
Oh, of course,
excuses, y'all, but
of
like
course.
the running quarterback has always kind of
Man, y'all
affected
hell,
us.
yeah, he went for 95. Damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. But what I'm saying is though, is if our secondary is going to play like that, we got some teams that throw the ball around, yours included. So
Oh, we
we
saw, we
can't,
saw, we
you know,
saw it.
we can. Our secondary has to be better. Adam Fuller will be fired before the season ends if our secondary continues. If our defense looks like
Are
that.
you are you
Um,
concerned with Verse not having any stats?
a fucking sack.
Any
I'm
any
not
any
concerned.
stats? No, I'm just saying.
I'm not
Like,
concerned.
okay.
I'm not super concerned, but like where we like because at the end of the day, teams are know who he is, so they're running shit away from him
They're
and
double teaming them.
they're chipping.
But see,
They're
the
chipping
same
him
thing
and,
we
and
get
stuff like
with
that.
Leonard Taylor. The same situation that we're getting
So
with
I'm not like overly concerned. It's just not. It's not helping my shit talk. You know what I'm saying?
of course.
It's
Of course.
not.
You
It's not
know,
helping my. I
yeah,
mean, I was
yeah,
thought first round, first
yeah,
pick. Fuck no, you're not.
yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. If if he doesn't, uh, I ain't gonna say if he doesn't step up, but I feel like it's going into week 4. He has to get a sack next week. It needs
I
to click. It has to click. It has to. Clemson is a big game.
has to.
Death Valley is at 12 o'clock. But boy, he got to come out hot. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, he
That's
has
all.
to. I feel like you. I feel like because you could see him getting
Yeah, of
frustrated.
course. I saw it too.
Verse.
I saw it. I
Yeah,
saw it. Now, I ain't gonna lie.
he had.
Tatum is official.
He got hurt. I don't know how bad that is. Him and Deloach got hurt
Oh,
yesterday.
I told you I like Deloach. I like four.
Verse had 4 total tackles. He had 1.5 tackles for loss yesterday. 0 sacks on the year,
It's
man.
crazy. It's crazy.
Tatum Bethune comes downhill, don't he?
Tough. Tough.
Yeah, I like Tatum a
Tough.
lot.
Your boy Greedy, 6 solos and a tackle for loss.
Yeah, there's something that Fuller started dialing up towards the end of that game was throwing blitz in the
It's
corners.
crazy. Listen, I ain't trying to be funny or nothing. I had a no
Hmm.
come tell me because we blitzed the corner. I know you saw that versus Texas A&M. We blitzed the corner a
Yeah,
lot.
no, when it works, it works.
You got to get somebody that's a little more athletic, that's fast, that can get around that block and make the tackle.
Hmm.
So we sent in Jaden Davis, the corner we got from Oklahoma. Him and Couch.
He's been balling.
Exactly. So the guy called me. He say he's a big no. He's one of the nose. I talk to him quite often. He's straight. He say yeah, y'all keep blitzing, man. We gonna tear that ass up. And I was like, here's the thing about that blitz. When it's effective, you don't blitz every play. You don't have to blitz
Hmm.
repetitively. Now,
Situational.
if I'm getting somebody in the backfield, that doesn't mean I'm blitzing. That just means that defensive line is creating havoc and they're penetrating. That's what they're supposed to do.
Right.
So everything isn't a blitz. But
Yeah, anything over 5 people or anything over 4 people coming is technically a blitz, right?
technically, yeah,
Like if 5
yeah,
come,
yeah.
yeah.
So that's a blitz. So I'm looking at it like that. So um, when I saw y'all go on the corner blitz, I'm like, Look at these motherfuckers running the corner blitz. 'Cause I'm like,
I think it works pretty good on a fast court because the thing about a corner blitz is you got to make a decision
oh,
now.
of course, of
You
course,
know,
of course.
like you got to run or you can't scramble out and then think about throwing or running. You have to decide right now to throw that ball or run the
And
ball,
it's a split second. It's a split second decision,
especially with a fast corner coming.
of course. And see, you know what also gets me is a lot of people don't know how to how do I call it? A lot of people don't know how to make that correct read in a sense. Sometimes it's best to throw a bootleg out the pocket and throw that bitch out of bounds.
Right.
Sometimes that's your best play.
Throw it at your halfback's feet.
Sometimes that's your best fucking play and shit like that. Throwing the ball at your halfback feet is safe. It's safe.
Yeah.
I'm being real. It's better than taking
Mhm.
that sack, especially
Facts.
when y'all trying to drive to you in a
Yeah.
2-minute offense and you
Yeah.
get a fucking sack. That break your whole confidence.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that was a crazy game, man. We was very fortunate to get out of there with the dub. Um, the red bandana game, man. It seems like we always. I mean, it was a great thing Wells did, but it's like it seems like y'all choose Florida State a lot for that game. I don't know what the hell's going on, but because there's emotion involved.
I ain't
Go
gonna
ahead.
lie, they on paper they outperformed y'all, and
Oh, all the way around.
on pa-
Not on paper, on the field as
yeah,
well, buddy. You're not going to hear me
yeah,
lie
yeah,
here. I'm
yeah.
not
So
lying.
I think that the score being close it told the game, but that game was tooth and nail. That game was close. I didn't
Yeah.
to me personally, if you ask me, should y'all drop? I would probably say yes to a certain extent, but I'm not gonna drop you out of the top five. I wouldn't drop you out of the top five. I'll probably drop you to like five. Like,
The only and like I said, I don't
because it's
really
not how,
care if we
it's not
drop.
if you win, it's how you win. You know that.
Yeah. The only thing is that these other top teams didn't really look all that great neither.
Exactly. So that's what kind of
Tennessee lost, Bama struggled. Now they're not in the
who's number
top
two?
five, but
Michigan.
um, yeah, I think they whooped ass though. But they didn't play nobody, man.
Who's four? Four is
USC maybe.
USC might move.
I
They
could tell
might
you.
move up. USC might move up. Yeah.
The thing that I'm still wanting to remind folks is that we have the most impressive win here. You know what I'm saying? Like we do have at the end of the day the most impressive win. So I don't. And again, I honestly don't care if we drive it. If later on, yeah, today they dropped today, right? The polls.
Just drop like that 12.
Yeah, if they come out today and
Washington gonna
we
move up for
fucking
sure.
drop,
They gonna somehow get Washington to move up for damn sure.
they should. Yeah, they should.
Would you move Colorado up a lot?
No,
Texas been
I mean I don't know what happened around
Texas is
them.
fourth. I don't know if Texas should move up above y'all after that win.
Texas is
Yeah,
4.
Texas is fourth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Them boys struggle with Wyoming, so I don't see us dropping, bro. I really don't.
You should, but I don't see it happening though. You right.
Mm-mm.
Let me see.
Leave it alone. I don't care. Like
Ohio
if it
State.
does, the bottom
Ohio
line is
State.
just
Yeah.
win.
Ohio State. No. I mean Ohio State beat the shit out of them. Western Kentucky. I don't see nobody else in the top. Georgia. I ain't gonna lie. I think that they might drop Georgia. They might drop Georgia down because that was a close ass game.
Yeah, no, Georgia's not good, bro.
You
They're
don't
not.
think so? Because
Well, I think the top 4 is going.
SEC.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, it's going to remain the same. I mean, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, it's going to be what I think it should be. I think it should stay the same as well. There's some good games that's going to determine a lot of shit next week, though, buddy. You got outside of our. I mean, y'all play Temple. Florida plays Charlotte. So like y'all's games aren't really that big of a deal, but we play Clemson.
Remember, I just told you. I said my next 3 games. I'm just building. I'm just cruising up the. Probably gonna get like 18, 19. Slowly but surely.
It does ramp up though. I mean, as soon as then you got Georgia Tech, UNC, Clemson. It's going to ramp up eventually. But you got Ohio State at Notre Dame next week, Colorado at Oregon, Florida State at Clemson, Ole Miss at Alabama, Iowa at Penn State. So there's some good matchups next
Those
week.
are the games.
Good man.
I think we got to cover Ohio State.
I mean, we'll look and we'll talk after the show, but yeah, I like those 5 games.
That's tough. That's tough. That right there, I like that one. That's tough.
Yeah.
No, oh,
But that's all I got for today, man. What else you got? Anything? I mean, we didn't touch on Miami though. You want you?
I mean,
I didn't watch
I
y'all's
mean,
game a lot because I was watching the pros.
we got to let a lot of the young guys play, which was obviously the point that I tried to stress. I want to see some of the young guys get in, and
Hmm.
Emery played well. He led 2 drives. Chris Johnson, one of our speedy young backs. Remember one of the backs I told you about, the 10-2 guy in the 100.
Hmm.
He got in, got his first touchdown. I don't have any concerns other than I'm looking forward to the guys who were banged up to come back. But
Yeah.
we got to play the young guys, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, we all didn't score enough points on this team, and y'all so much better than them. This, that, and the third. I said we pulled the starters at like the half, pretty much. We didn't have starters in like by the end of the third. No starter was really in.
Yeah.
So we in here just playing. We're playing the young guys, getting them in, getting them experience. Because remember when we had this talk, that's the game now. You got to play these freshmen, or they'll transfer out.
Quick.
So, and we also still landing recruits in based off of this stuff. So, I think we moving in the right direction. We keep on winning, man. It's gonna be some. It's gonna be a lot of shots and good things coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything's
Everything lining up for me.
everything's good in the state of Florida this weekend.
For once, all of us won. All of us
Hmm.
had big. I ain't gonna say big win, but we had nice performances. So
Yeah. Well, two of us in the Florida are undefeated still. One ain't. The fucking Lizards.
of course.
Y'all got an L. We don't. We don't know what that's like over here. We're still undefeated.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I didn't expect for us to be here. A lot of people didn't expect for us to be here, and I'm in the building.
In the building.
So,
Yes, sir. All right, bro. That's it for today. Again, we want to appreciate y'all for listening. First and foremost, we appreciate y'all for just putting up with our shit and tuning in, man. I mean,
of course,
appreciate it.
appreciate
What we
you.
want to ask y'all to do is just like, subscribe, share, tell a friend. Um, because we gonna be back. We're gonna be back. This gonna air Monday. We're gonna be back Friday with some predictions. Um,
Of course.
just keep tuning in for y'all, man.
Keep on spreading the word. We appreciate y'all greatly.
Yep. Only up from here, man. As always, man. Go Noles.
Go Canes, man. Let's go.
There it is. All right, man. We out of here.
I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to them boys that sat on them benches, boy. I was in the game on 4 inches. Go put me in the game on 4 inches. Put me in the game on 4 inches. Go put me in the game on 4 inches. And I'ma lead them boys at the line of scrimmage. I am a New Orleans